Why your clothes make body odor stronger. Sometimes the reason you smell stronger is not your body. It is your shirt. You shower. You use deodorant. You put on clean clothes. And somehow, not long after, the odor comes back. Not with every outfit. Not every single day. But with certain shirts, it happens fast. That is what makes this so frustrating. Because when body odor shows up, most people blame themselves first. They think they are sweating too much, or not cleaning well enough, or that something about their body has changed. But sometimes, the bigger problem is much simpler. Your clothes may be holding on to the exact things that make odor stronger. And once that starts happening, one clean shirt can make you feel worse than a whole busy day. That sounds strange. But it is not strange at all, once you understand how body odor actually works. Because sweat itself is usually not the real smell. That is the first thing most people get wrong. In most cases, body odor develops when bacteria on your skin break down parts of your sweat. That is why odor tends to be more noticeable in places like the underarms, where moisture, warmth, and skin bacteria come together more easily. So already, this is not just a sweat story, it is a bacteria story, a moisture story, a heat story, and yes, a clothing story too, because your clothes are not just covering your body. They are collecting what your body leaves behind. Sweat, skin oil, dead skin cells, bacteria, and over time, odor compounds too. Research on textile odor shows that fabrics can absorb body secretions, microbes, and odor-related compounds, which helps explain why smell can build up in clothing and come back later. So if you have ever thought, why do I smell worse in this shirt than in that one? That is not overthinking. That is the right question. Because some shirts do not just sit on your body. They store the problem. Then they give it back to you. That is the first big reason clothes can make body odor stronger. They become a holding place for the ingredients that create odor. A normal day is enough. You move a little. You get warm. You feel slight stress. You sweat lightly. Nothing dramatic. But your shirt is still collecting traces of that day. A little moisture, a little oil, a little bacteria, a little buildup. And once that buildup settles into the fabric, part of the odor is no longer just on your skin. It is in the shirt. That is why some people have this exact experience. The shirt smells fine in the closet, fine on the hanger, fine when they first put it on. Then, 20 minutes later, once the body warms up, the smell is back. That is not your imagination. That is your body reactivating what the fabric was already holding. So sometimes, the truth is not, my body started smelling fast. Sometimes the truth is, the shirt was already ready. If you already know exactly which shirt I am talking about, comment "that shirt" below. Because almost everyone who deals with this has one. And now we get to the part that gives people the biggest aha moment. Not all fabrics behave the same way. This matters a lot more than people think. Because the clothes most likely to create odor frustration are often the clothes people trust the most. Workout shirts, quick dry tops, activewear, synthetic undershirts, polyester blends. These fabrics are popular because they feel practical. They are light, they dry fast, they seem easy. But when it comes to odor, easy does not always mean forgiving. Research has found that polyester shirts often develop stronger and less pleasant odor than cotton shirts after wear, and reviews on sportswear odor report the same general pattern. That does not mean every synthetic fabric is bad, and it does not mean cotton is perfect. But it does mean this. If one shirt keeps turning sour, sharp, stale, or stronger much faster than another, the fabric itself may be part of the reason. That is why workout clothes become such a common trap. People assume the problem is only that they sweat more in them. But often, that is only half the story. The other half is what the fabric keeps, and some fabrics keep too much residue, too much odor, too much history. That is why an old gym shirt can feel almost cursed. Fresh out of the wash, it seems normal. Then, the second your body warms up, it changes. And the worst part is that it makes you blame your body for what the fabric is doing. That is a big shift in how people should think about this, because sometimes the odor is not forming from zero. Sometimes it is being restarted, and heat makes that much easier. This is the next big piece. Warmth and trapped moisture can turn a mild odor problem into a much stronger one. Body odor becomes easier to notice when the area around your skin stays warm, damp, and closed off. Reviews on clothing and sportswear odor point to moisture retention, heat, and trapped body secretions as major reasons odor becomes more intense in certain garments. That is exactly what many clothes do, especially tight clothes. Breathability matters too. If a shirt traps heat close to your body, the skin underneath may stay moist longer, and when moisture stays, odor usually gets louder. That is why this problem shows up most clearly in places where the body naturally traps warmth and sweat. Under the arms, across the chest, along the back, at the waistband, in the groin area. Same body, different fabric, different result. That is the part people miss. They think, why do I smell worse today? But sometimes the better question is, why did this outfit change the environment around my body? And that is also why stressful days can make odor feel more obvious. Not because something is terribly wrong, but because stress, heat, and sweating can push the body in that direction. And if the fabric is already trapping warmth and moisture, the effect may become more noticeable. Mayo Clinic notes that sweating and body odor are commonly influenced by heat, exercise, hormonal changes, and stress. So yes, you may only be sweating a little. But in the wrong shirt, a little can become a lot. That is why this issue feels random. But most of the time, it is not random at all. It is a pattern. A specific fabric, a specific shirt, a specific type of day, a specific body area, a specific routine you have repeated so many times that it started to feel normal. Now let's talk about one of the most annoying parts of all this. Why do some clothes still make you smell bad, even after washing? This is where a lot of people feel defeated. So because once something has been washed, it should be solved. At least that is what people expect. But clean-looking fabric is not always odor-free fabric. Research on textile odor suggests that some fibers, especially polyester, may hold on to odor more stubbornly even after laundering, while washed cotton and wool may release odor more easily. That helps explain why one shirt feels fresh after washing, while another seems to wake the smell back up the moment you wear it. In other words, the wash removed part of the problem, but not all of it. And once body heat and slight moisture come back, the hidden odor comes back with them. That is why people often say, "This shirt smells fine until I wear it." That sentence tells you almost everything. Cool and dry, the odor stays quiet. Warm and worn, it comes back to life. That is why some garments, especially older sportswear, start to develop what feels like odor memory. Not because they look dirty, but because they keep holding on to what your body leaves behind. And once that happens, people often keep asking the wrong question. What is wrong with me? Sometimes the better question is, what is still living in this fabric? Mayo Clinic also notes that for odor that clings to clothing or shoes, products designed to remove bacteria and odor may help, which supports the idea that fabric itself can remain part of the problem. And daily habits can quietly make this much worse. One of the biggest ones is re-wearing a shirt after light sweating. A lot of people do it because the shirt does not look dirty. And that is true. It may not look dirty at all, but odor does not need visible dirt. A little sweat, a little oil, a little trapped residue. That may be enough to set the next wear up badly, especially in odor-prone synthetic fabric. Another habit is letting damp clothes sit too long before washing them. Another is relying too much on fragrance to cover the smell, instead of dealing with what is in the fabric. Another is hanging on to old workout clothes long after they stopped truly resetting in the wash. You probably know one of those shirts. It is not your favorite because it smells good. It is your least favorite because it betrays you. And once that happens, no amount of confidence fixes it, because the issue is not in your mindset, it is in your laundry basket. So what should people take away from all this? First, body odor is not always just a body problem. Sometimes it is a clothing problem. Sometimes it is a fabric problem. Sometimes it is a heat and moisture problem. Sometimes it is a buildup problem. And very often, it is a pattern problem. That is good news in a way, because patterns can be noticed. And once patterns are noticed, choices get easier. Which shirts make odor worse? Which fabrics trap heat? Which clothes seem to smell faster than others? Which ones keep that faint hidden smell, even after washing? Those questions matter, because awareness helps more than people think. You do not need to panic. You do not need to throw everything away, but you may want to pay attention. For everyday wear, more breathable natural fabrics may help some people. Mayo Clinic recommends natural fabrics such as light cotton, wool, and silk for daily wear because they allow the skin to breathe more easily. And for some people, one of the biggest improvements comes from simply noticing which older synthetic clothes never seem to fully reset. Small changes may help. And before we close, one important note. If your body odor changes suddenly, becomes much stronger than usual, or happens along with other symptoms, it is a good idea to speak with a healthcare professional. Most body odor issues are common and manageable, but noticeable changes in odor or sweating can sometimes deserve medical attention. So the takeaway here is not fear, it is relief. If one shirt keeps making you feel like your body is the problem, step back for a second. It may not be your body turning against you. It may be your clothes trapping sweat, holding old odor, locking in moisture, and making everything louder than it really is. And that is a very different kind of problem. If this video helped you look at body odor differently, comment clothes below. And if someone you know keeps wondering why they smell worse in certain outfits, share this video with them. Sometimes the fastest way to feel less embarrassed is simply to understand what is actually happening. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace medical advice.